right, hello. Yes, sweet Jamaica and the swaggerific Jamaicans. Now, let us be real, right? Jamaica is Jamaica and Jamaicans. Their energy is alpha energy. Now, why I've been why I decided to do this reading. There's the fact that God put it in my heart to do it. And I'm gonna let God talk to you in a minute. But from Chanel perspective, I am perplexed when it comes to the crime situation in sweet Jamaica. I have my theories about it because it just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, crime is everywhere, but what I find in Jamaica is that it is being allowed to take place and on a very large scale. I am a regular listener of Serp, okay? And that is where I get my information from. Because as we know, mainstream medias, the CNNs and the Jamaica Observers and whatnot, I personally don't find these outlets reliable when it comes to speaking the truth, because I know that we live in a world where the truth isn't really rated by the powers that be. It's all about narrative. It's all about what they want you to believe. It's all about what they want you to see. And I don't have no time for the fuckery now. I love Jamaica. I love Jamaicans. Jamaica has brought a lot of pleasantness to this world. From movies to music to fashion sense to slang, like their language, just their vibe. Okay? Now there's a lot about Jamaican culture, and the food. There's a lot about Jamaican culture as well that I have come across that I am not in support of. Like, yeah, all that you're in a dance and you jump off a clock trailer back onto somebody jumping out a tree past somebody, and that's a little bit too much for me, but I mean, to each their own. Now, this crime situation, you might think that it's none of my bumbleclot business, but I beg to differ. Let me lock this door because this noise will disturb me. I beg to differ. It is my fucking business because I enjoy Jamaican culture. I enjoy Jamaican vibe. I would love to visit Jamaica, but I don't fucking feel safe to visit Jamaica because there's a bunch of madness going on. Now here is my theory on what's going in Jamaica, why the powers that be choose not to crack down on these gangs and gang violence and stuff like that. My theory, and I'm gonna let God talk to you in a moment, like I said, because it's God that inspired me to do this. Obviously, God have something to say, but me got something to say too. So my theory is on this is that Jamaica is very influential. Jamaicans are very powerful. Jamaicans, in their right senses, is not a nation to fuck with. Jamaica is kind of like Haiti. They're not people to be ramped with. However, for the enemy or the powers that be to minimize Jamaica's strength, it has to do all the things that we see now coming into Jamaican culture. It is weakening Jamaican culture. the powers that be are allowing these crimes to go on so that they can weaken faith in each other, they can instill fear in each other, they can cause civil unrest on a major scale, and what will result probably, okay, since you guys can't govern yourselves, clearly you can't govern yourselves, we need to take over. So then, where Jamaica was once independent, Jamaica become property of the powers that be, who I guess once owned you, or probably new powers. Okay? Now, you Jamaicans, you deserve better. Okay? So I feel that this is a takeover by outside influences. What you see going on before you, these are not the actual culprits. The culprits are those who are behind. And as a matter of fact, there's several levels, because you see the ones who are committing the violence, but you don't see the ones who are sending out the orders from them. Then you don't see the ones who are sending out the orders from them people. Then you don't see the ones who are sending out the orders from them people, because the way how the crime situation is in Jamaica, it is unreal to me that there hasn't been more governmental interjection. So I'm hearing things like reports like they have these sites that you can go to, places where people could just go and congregate. Okay, you know, Jamaica is a lovely country, but at these places that are free to enter, we have gangs charging people to enter. Now, this is not regular. There's no way that in any other country that would be allowed to the authorities have gotten word of what is taking place. So that kind of behavior, it shows me that. And then there's this thing with when they do catch these people who are shooting people and stuff like that, and they do take them to jail. When it comes to the court, like we saw with this last trial that was there, the judges, they bring all kind of stupid excuse that don't make no fucking sense to nobody with sense, to just letting the criminals go. So clearly, based on all the reports that I've been seeing, there is not a desire to stop the crime and violence in Jamaica by the powers that be. They are in support of it, and this is why it continues. And like it is said, it is not affecting the upper classes, or the ones who are considered the upper classes, the ones who are considered somebody in Jamaica. So once it's not affecting that sector, and once it's not affecting the fucking tourism sector, and once it's not affecting the money, then it's all good. It's like, we don't give a fuck about you Jamaicans, you little people, you can go kill yourselves. It's cool. It is the fucking truth. So now that I've said my piece, I'm going to let the Most High come in, because God have something that it want to say. So Most High, do take over, talk to Jamaica, and or the people who are pulling the strings behind the Jamaicans, that are turning Jamaicans from something that was so sweet to something that's so sour and detestable. Okay, you're not heading in the right direction, and that's a problem for me. You are my people, we are one people. I care. I care. Right? And God cares too. So, Most High, what would you like to say to, first of all, who would you like to talk to? The Jamaican people. Sorry, but you want to talk to the Jamaican people. Please speak to them in a language that they can fully understand, where they do not have to doubt what the fuck I'm saying, because I am not on the games thing with them. If you please. Alright. So Jamaican people, this part of the message is for you. So we have the spring energy. What is spring? Spring is the beginning. Let's see what's behind that. And that's it. This is the beginning, and that is it. Blank card. Right. So God says, I have spoken. So Jamaican people, this part of the message is for you. Okay. Now this is my date deck. There's a date in here of significance. Because these people are getting on my fucking nerves. The battle between good and evil, it continues, yes. But there comes a point where evil need to dress the fuck back, and I feel that that time is now. Leave Jamaica and Jamaicans alone. Let the people them live in peace. Or at least more peace than they have been allowed to live in for God knows how many years. It's getting ridiculous now. Jamaica people are loving people. But somehow they managed to turn majority of and they glamorize this bad man lifestyle, so even the little ones coming up, they're getting so attracted to this negative vibe, thinking that that is normal. It's not normal, and the results of it, it's not good. You're not gonna like the results of it. You're headed down the wrong road. You have the right to resist, but there's a big problem going on when it comes to crime. People are fearful, understandably so. But anyway, let's see what God wants to tell you. Jamaica people, this part is for you. This is the beginning, God says, so far. And Babylon, you know me, you know, when you see God put me upon the case, you don't know what time it is. Two more times. You want to come destroy Jamaica? Destroy your mama! Back the fuck up. People do what they're supposed to do. They open their little business. Let me get my lotion pot. They open their little business so that they can make a way and make life for them people. And are you allow these or even encourage these young men to go in and disturb the people and peace and whatnot? That's fuckeries, blood. People can't even get to go back home to their country and build a house after they're out here for how many years working so that they can come back and start to live their life in their fucking warm home. Eh? In England for years, I bleaching the coal. And America and Canada and whatnot, thinking that, yeah, they're going to get to go back home. Then they go back home, then build their house and people go up there and kill them off and all kind of madness. But Jamaicans, you people, some of you get involved in the fuckeries too. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. So, 3rd of September, that was the beginning. Because today, at the bottom of the deck, we have 14. So we're going to find out what that's about. 14th of April. So let me find out what happened with the 3rd of September and the 14th of April. Let's continue to read. So we got daytime and we got Sunday. And we have another date coming up, March 19. So what I'm gonna do now, I want to see. Now get comfortable now, cause me not rush this reading here, you know. Me not rush this reading. So if this take me 2 hours, then we gonna be here for 2 hours. I want to see the calendar. If I can find it, that would be lovely. Oh. Okay, so what month is that? The 14th of April. 14th of April. So that's coming. So next year, April. So something started on the 3rd of September this year. And this the 14th of April, we're gonna find out what the significance of that. And the 14th of April, it says daytime, and it got Sunday. The 14th of April is a Friday. Okay, so Sunday. Okay, so the 14th of April is a Friday. So let's check out what date, the March 19th. That's going back March 19th. Ha! March 19th is a Sunday. Coming. 2023. Alright. So, let's see what happened, what God wants us to know about the 3rd of September. We're going to check out that energy, this energy. I'm gonna even look into this energy. I'll let this one be a surprise. I'm hearing let that part be a surprise. So let me see what go on the 14th of April. Yeah, 14th of April. We're going to check for the underlying issue. 14th of April. 14th of April. What do you want them to know about the 14th of April? Alright. Now this here deck is my family deck. So, although it has like mother, father, sister, brother, cousins and whatnot in there, you ought to know how the hell this applies to you as a collective. Or maybe it's specific about some mother or father or something. So 14th of April, daytime. So this is next year. Mark down these dates if you care. If you want to see the glory of the Lord. Because me, I've had enough of the fuckeries. They're fucking up Jamaica. People who don't even speak. Look how influential Jamaica is, even over people in Poland and Finland and this is why they're after you, Jamaica. This is why they're after your country and your people, is because you got that much power. You need to see who you are in the grand scheme of things. I need some more lotion for my pot. It's empty. Let me get some. I use lotion to get to the cards because a lot of these cards I made myself and they're out of like real paper. It's not slidey like these ones, and because I'm a hairdresser, my hands get dry. So when I'm trying to deal the cards, it's slipping off the cards and it's just not making my message come through clear. So that's the reason why I need my lotion pot. Now, let's continue. So, 14th of April at daytime. Let's see what God wants you to know about that, Jamaica people. Interesting. So the first card we have to come out is lies. At the bottom of the deck we have post online. So something that they'll be putting online on the 14th of April next year is lies. Okay? And whatever it is, it started on the 3rd of September this year. So that's just a couple of days ago. We have a daughter energy. Stopped by. We have jealousy. And that's what I feel happened to these people. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of your power, Jamaica. They're jealous of your power as a people. They're jealous of your power as a culture. This daughter stopped by with her jealousy. And we got uncle. We got undo. So somebody's gonna step in to undo this message. They're gonna delete it. Interesting. So they're gonna post some kind of lie online. And the daughter stopped by. Some kind of daughter energy. So that could be a country. Stopped by. We got jealousy. Then we have the uncle stepping in to undo. So who is that? Is that the one, Uncle Sam? So somebody's gonna post some lies online on the 14th of April, right? And we have a uncle energy stepping in to, okay, I'm hearing to clarify the uncle energy. With special deck here. So this deck here I kind of made based on like world affairs and stuff. I'm still not finished. I haven't finished making it. I have some more cards to add to it because the more information you have, the more accurate the message. But let's clarify uncle with this deck. Let's see who's coming in to undo this message. So it's like somebody's trying to clean some shit up. So they're really gonna fuck up. So they started the fuck up on the 3rd of September. And the 14th of April, yeah, they really gonna put their foot in their shit. So it's like they are the cause of their own judgment, their own downfall. So this is the beginning of some shit. And I'm gonna let that other energy, that Sunday, what is it, the 14th, Sunday the 19th of March energy, that's gonna be a surprise. I'm not helping the enemy. You must be mad. That's why God didn't allow me or inspire me to clarify. Sorry. Alright, let's see. So uncle. Let me see what I go on for uncle here. What do you want us to know about this uncle energy, please, Most High? Interesting. So, the card to come out for uncle is land insect. Insect on the land. So this could be like grasshoppers and bugs and centipedes, and the underlying issue is oil. Interesting. You see? So Jamaica people, they know something you don't know. Interesting. Yeah, oil, land. So this is the underlying issue. Oil, and then we have vegetation. And then we have fire. Then we have animal, land animals, not water animals. This is all upon the land. Purify. God made famine. So God is going to step in. God made famine, and here we have man-made wildfire. So that's what's happening with the uncle. That's the uncle energy. So whoever this person or country or whatever is, they're after land. They're gonna create some kind of big fire, and it's all about oil. So it seems like there's going to be a big fire, and there's going to be lies told about it. Okay. So God planned. What's a famine? A famine is a lack of food. So vegetation. Probably they're gonna fuck with the farming system of Jamaica. So this is all about oil. They probably found oil on Jamaican soil or on Jamaican lands. Okay? So that's what we need to know about the 14th of April next year. Okay? So let's see. Tell us about the 3rd of September, Most High. What happened on the 3rd of September that kicked off all of this? What took place on the 3rd of September that has started all of this? Because that's what I'm saying. Their behavior towards Jamaica, it just doesn't make any sense. But you know what? It's always all about the money. If it's not about money, it's about the control of people, you know? It's either money or power. So this one is money. Oil equal money. And oil equal money equal power. So Jamaica, you're sitting on a gold mine. But as usual, they plan on coming in and taking it, just like they do with Africa. African peoples are supposed to be one of the richest peoples because Africa itself is one of the richest lands. But yet Africans are down here on that scale of progression and success, while all the other nations are up here in Africa on the scale of success and progression. Perhaps we'll talk about Africa one day. Let's see what happened on the 3rd of September to kickstart all of this. What happened on the 3rd of September to kickstart all of one more time. I take long to shuffle because how many cards are there, it needs to be aligned specifically to the story. So it's better that we be patient and get accurate message rather than to rush things and I be talking a whole bunch of shit. What happened on the 3rd of September to kickstart all of this? Okay, so let's see. So the 3rd of September, we have healer, we have protection, and the next one we have is remembrance. So what happened? Okay, the ancestors. So there are people on your land who know about what is going on, and they have already kick-started the protection of your land and of you people. The underlying issue, we have the summer energy. So there's that abundance, there's that oil, there is your happiness, there is restoring Jamaica to some semblance of its better self. Stability, like I said. So this is why they did it. So because of the action that your ancestors or people in your country who know what's going on, so your secret protectors, because they already see what's happening and whatnot, what they did to protect the land and the people is actually going to cause their efforts to backfire. So this uncle person, whoever that is, yeah. So your ancestors have already put things in motion to protect you guys from this thievery, this nonsense that they got going on, okay? Yeah, they're ending the cycle and begin anew. And what's the new cycle? Grounding. Like I said, restoring you to some level of your former self. Homecoming. Homecoming is, what's your home? Your home is where your sanctuary is. That's where it's supposed to be anyways. Okay? So that's what it is. So we got tarot card guidance. That would be this reading here. Scrying mirror or shadow. So this here reading is telling you about the bullshit that's going on. This secret. I am letting the cat out the bomber clot bag. Your security is sure. Security is fulfilled. So God want you to know that before any of this here even happened, they already started to work on securing you guys and your country. Okay? So we give thanks to the ancestors. Ancestors actually include God as well. Alright, so 3rd of September, your protection has been put in place. The 14th of April next year, all their bullshit is going to fall apart. Their lies, just know that whatever they put in the media is going to be lies. It's because they probably found oil. According to the cards, they found oil or some other type of riches. Now the Sunday, the 19th of March energy, remember that date because something is going to happen on that day. Okay, which I'm not going to share or even look into because we don't want to give the enemy any head starts. Now, to the uncle energy most high, what do you want to say to this uncle energy? Now this part of the message is to the uncle, whoever that is that has found oil or whatever other treasure it is that you're trying to rob Jamaica and Jamaicans of. So this is all linked to all the crime and violence that you see going on in Jamaica. I feel that the method is to create a big civil unrest so that they can come in and look like they have valid reason or official reasons to be there on your soil, whatever they're doing. Stealing from you, as they usually do. So, to the uncle energy, what does God want to tell you? So they're gonna light some kind of big fire and fuck up the vegetation and fuck up the animals and whatnot, all because it's part of the plot for them to get this oil that they found on your land. Two more times. Badman. Or wannabe Batman. Like to Bumbleclaw wicked. And you're trying to drag the Jamaicans down with you. Trying to get the rest of the world to hate Jamaica and hate Jamaicans. Because it's fucking working. For me, I'm very disappointed in the state of Jamaica and Jamaicans right now. And it's because of the influence of you. Wicked. Uncle. The sad state of the Jamaican constabulary force and the JCF and the politicians and stuff like that. This, their position is like that because that's how you have designed them to be. That's your work. God want the card to flip out. So we don't go around again. What does God want to tell you? You want to be bad man. Destroy a whole country, a whole nation, their whole culture just because you want to get some oil. Talk about ambitions. So, what God wants to tell you, Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. The underlying issue, first breath, beginner's mind. So this is the beginning, this is the spring. This is the beginning of their rest and renewal. Jamaica will be restored. Jamaica will be getting peace. The intentionality or the intention is for their clarity and organization. You are going to lose this battle, my friend. We have forgiveness. Opportunity. You will be given an opportunity for forgiveness. But it's all about luck and timing. It's all about the balancing act. So you have to act right. Transpersonal. So that would be you being outside yourself. Feeling fucked up. Wanting to move out of stagnation. Trying to transmute the pain. You about to get fucked up. Will they forgive you? Dum dum day. We do the crime, we do the time. So now I'm gonna read you this here energy. This is what God wanted you. I'm gonna read from the book. Let's see which book is it. I think it is this one. Let's say you get the full understanding of what God is trying to say to you. This is not the right book. It is a blue book, but not that one. Okay. So Netcaster, LMN, page 84. Netcaster. I will open it for you so you can zoom in and read the words for yourself once you press pause. Okay? Alright. So, it says preparations come to fruition, a surprise. A result beyond expectations. Oh my God. It's not in your favor though. So, the netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived. And it's time that you cast your net lest they swim away. Everything that you long for is within reach. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart to rewards beyond measure. Cast your net. Take the next step that you should have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one. So time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. The netcaster can also arrive to bring you bad news. To tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and must wriggle free. Right now it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. But will you? No, because you're an idiot. Bide your time until all the conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging. Interesting. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging. So, take from that what you will. I've delivered the messages.